Story 1. I am going through a tough recent breakup because of cheating. Well, we are traveling around Brazil together, but just found out she cheated on me on various nights here. My Brazilian friend found out because one of his pals actually hooked up with her not knowing she was with me because she actually said she was single. We're on different hotels now. I changed my return ticket to a different date from hers already. Right now, there's such a raw pain in my chest because I never thought this would happen to me. We've been together for like 5 years. We were engaged. I know her since I was 17 and we were both stupid kids studying on the same classes, while I was admiring her from a distance until finally making a move to change our lives. I never considered cheating in my life. Always did my best through the best or hard times. I wish this would end already because we still have some days here and 2 more cities to visit. All I've been doing for these past 3 days is drink as much as I've never done before. I'm not much of an alcohol guy, but right now I get into the hotel crazy drunk, being carried over by someone who I don't even know, and when I get to the room I just can't sleep and drink more to help me. If anyone could help me, I've been listening to a lot to Taken In by Mike and the Mechanics. If you have any songs like this one to recommend, I'm taking it. For those who don't know it, check it out on YouTube, Masterpiece by Mike Rutherford. Reader comment, sorry to hear about your pain. Many people have had the same experience and you now share it with us. Just go home as soon as possible. Original poster, thank you so much for your message and your worries. Reader comment, I'm so sorry. I don't know what to say other than please take care of yourself and I hope you get back home safely. Original poster, thank you so much for your message and your worries. Right after New Year I'll be coming back home. Probably I'm coming back to Italy. Can't stand England anymore, she's Scottish. But we live in Leeds, where I've lived for the past 10 years. My family went back to Napoli 4 years ago, but I stayed. I don't want to anymore. Reader comment, maybe wait a bit to think things straight. Don't you have a life already in England? Original poster, I do have a house and a cat, but my work is very flexible. I can do it from anywhere, since it's home office anyways. The only thing the company needs out of me is to keep doing my best. I can be anywhere I want. My friends there will understand me leaving, I guess. I want to be closer with my family right now. Reader comment, Godsmack, I effing hate you. That song helped me purge the hurt when I got cheated on by a woman I had been engaged to. Sorry to hear about what happened, but the good news is it happened now rather than later when you have a house together, kids, and then you have to question if they are even yours. While extremely painful, you will grow to realize you just dodged a bullet. Original poster, I hope time will eventually tell me. Right now, I just wanted to understand the why she did it when we had such a beautiful relationship. Thanks for the message, mate. Means a lot to me. P.S. I'm listening to the song in this exact moment. Learned from my father, who is a huge fan of Genesis and Mike. Reader comment, the truth of the matter is you won't ever really know why. When I was cheated on, that was back in 2004, and to this day I still don't know why. What I do know is she breached trust, shattered me emotionally, and put my physical health in danger with her choices. You may never know why, and she might not even know why she did it, but the fact of the matter is she did. She is a liar and a cheater, and even though it hurts like hell, you are better off as far as the rest of your life is concerned today than you were yesterday. Original poster, that is the SHTTY thing about cheating. You never know the reason for it, whether it's the lust, the boredom, the toxic relationship, or anything. Could be anything or nothing. It just hurts so much. I thought I was marrying the love of my life, the one I was going to have children with. The one I wanted to be watching bad Netflix shows on a sad evening or trying new boring sports with. Why did I even consider this? Story 2. Is he just a friend? I'm here for opinions since I'm having mixed feelings about my situation, and I feel like I can't trust my own instinct on this. So, me and my GF broke up a week ago. We had been dating for almost 4 years. Few months ago, an old friend reached out to her, and she told me like we usually share things. No big deal. 2-3 months ago, she told me she wasn't sure about her feelings towards me. She had started depression medication earlier this year and recently increased the dose, which sometimes causes emotional numbness. Still not a huge deal. Time passes. We talk about our issues and agree that we are willing to work things out, although from her it wasn't a firm answer. About a month ago, I saw her Snapchat best friend list, and there he was number 1. This upset me a little since I once had a friend passing her on my number 1 and she was devastated. I understood it and reduced talking to her at SAP. However, she didn't tell me he was her number 1. Not once talked to him when I was near her, and when I asked her about this, she said something like, "Oh, I've grown as a person, so I don't think much of things like this anymore." After that, she started distancing herself from me. Like when she was with me, she was mentally somewhere else. She introduced him to her colleague, and they started spending more and more time together. I have seen her colleague a few times, but it felt odd that this new guy now knows her friends better than I do. She also bought the two of them matching bracelets. She didn't tell me, and when I asked about it and said that it upsets me that she didn't think of buying me one, she just said, "Oh, I didn't think you'd wear one," but I had mentioned repeatedly to her this year that I would love a bracelet etc. as a gift. Around this time, she lost interest in sex. Could be her depression meds or not, but I feel like it was kind of late since she had been using them for a good while now. I wasn't jealous, controlling, or insecure, just let her know my worries about the situation. We broke up in good terms and agreed that we could keep in touch, and she said she needs to work on herself before any new relationships etc. But now she's been very cold to me and said she doesn't want to keep in touch with me anymore. Do you think he's just a friend or something else? I feel like I couldn't tell everything here, so please feel free to ask questions and I'll answer. Reader comment: no, she was interested in him more. You saw the proof on Snapchat. She's been very cold to me and said she doesn't want to keep in touch with me anymore. She's done you a favor. Lose her number, block on all social, because I guarantee she will try reaching out to you again. Ignore her and live your life. Original poster: I genuinely believe she didn't see anything wrong here. She's a very good person but kind of bad recognizing her own feelings. You're right, she probably was more interested in him subconsciously, but I feel like she doesn't see that. I'm seeing her in a couple of weeks when we'll give each other's stuff back. I'm unsure if I should confront her one last time, just to know if I should remember her as a good person or not. Reader comment: listen to the people on this sub. They are giving you good advice from years of experience. It doesn't matter what they are now because you are broken up, but she is not the good person you think she is. She had lied to you and manipulated you, but you are blinded by emotion and can't see it yet. Do not try to contact her in any way, and don't respond if she tries to contact you. Trust me, the best thing you can do is block her on everything and move on. She isn't your friend. She is your ex-GF, and she has been lying to you about this guy but was too cowardly to tell you. It is like a well-rehearsed script that has played out hundreds if not thousands of times on this sub. She has not been truthful with you, and she has been manipulative with you. Don't play her games anymore, so block her and show her and everyone else she doesn't hold a place in your heart or head anymore because this other guy has replaced you no matter what she says. Even if you feel like you want to call her, don't. Also block her on all social media platforms and don't snoop on hers to see what she is doing. That is called pain shopping, and it means just what it sounds like. Don't meet her to exchange things. Don't take it yourself, but send her everything you have that reminds you of her, notes, photos, keepsakes, and attach a note. I don't need these anymore. Anything you don't want, throw it away. Give everything back because your next GF won't like that you kept reminders of her after you broke up. There is nothing to confront her about since you are now her ex. I can't say this enough. Don't let her know you are giving her a second thought anymore, which means don't contact her. Don't respond if she contacts you, and if she comes up with the biggest sob story in the world wanting to meet with you or talk to you and make things right with you, don't do it. She is only trying to relieve her guilt. Just tell her you would rather not talk to her. Tell her there was a time you would have done anything for her, but that time has passed, and wish her a good life. After she gets her things back with your note and realizes you have blocked her and aren't there for her anymore, he will most likely call you and want to start talking again. This is not her wanting to get back together. Let me repeat, this is not her trying to get back together. She won't like that she has lost control and you aren't at her beck and call anymore. She likes knowing you are still in love with her, and she has you as a fallback friend. Don't let her know she hurt you or that you are still thinking about her. Don't be anyone's fallback or second choice, and trying to remain friends with an ex is as close to crazy as it gets. You want her and everyone else to know she has no place in your mind or heart anymore and you are moving on. I wish you the best. Original poster. Thanks to you and everyone that commented. I just dove into the topic of emotional cheating and holy EFF was I blind. She literally ticks all of these boxes. Maybe I did have those rose-colored glasses. Maybe she just is so egoistic that she doesn't understand it herself. Finally, I see clearly that every word, every action she has done is to mislead, manipulate, and gaslight me. Almost makes me want to make an effing PowerPoint presentation about it so she would understand what a SHTTY human being she is. But no, she is just so full of her SHT that she would dig up anything to prove her delusional point. Thank you and everyone else, I needed to hear the harsh truth. Story 2. May 2021 to now. Why can't I move on? Why can't I heal? Why can't I stop loving and wanting her? This sub needs a Discord channel. I'm falling apart. Me 34 male, her 37 female. We have 2 kids. Married for 12 years. She had an affair with someone she met online playing WoW. They met up at her mother's wedding. We were having problems. I was going to counseling and therapy for depression and anxiety. I'm severely ADHD, by the way. I tried to reconcile. She didn't want to and left me. Divorce finalized 1 year ago. I'm still dealing with the trauma. I have had 2 failed relationships since then. The most recent one lasted 7 months. Fantastic woman. I just couldn't commit to having another child. I can't bring another child into this world knowing that one day that child might look up at me cry and say, I wish we could all live together again. Those memories haunt me, my children crying. I'm a failure. I failed as a father. I failed as a husband. The only thing I do well is provide financially. She tried to have a relationship with AP. It failed. Turns out he is a toxic, abusive piece of trash. She tried to have another relationship. It failed. Turns out he has PTSD and does meth. They both contacted me through FB Messenger to tell me that she is bringing random guys over while my kids are there. This kills me. I don't believe it's true, but my fears of not being able to protect my children hurt so much. I keep trying to be her support. She doesn't have anyone else. Most of her family despises her for what she has done. I keep hoping she will get better. I keep hoping she will choose me again. I keep hoping to get my family back. I can't trust anyone. I can't even commit to being in another relationship again. Please don't talk negatively about her. I know what she has done. She is still the mother of my children, and she needs to get better. I need to get better too. How do I help her? How do I help me? We are in a state where we are the only support each other have. I want all my emotions to just stop. I want a hug. I am spiraling. Edit. Thank you all for the comments and suggestions. I needed help to get my head out of this loop. Please keep it coming. Reader comment. Self-respect. Let her go. No contact unless for the kids. Focus on yourself. Take that first step. Original poster. I don't know how to do that. Respect myself, like myself. I have tried. I have tried counseling and therapy. I have tried antidepressants. The problem is my memory coupled with the ADHD. At least that's what my therapists have told me. My memory recall is almost perfect. I am a high-emotion individual. I replay memories in my head like movies. Events that happened even 20 years ago might as well have happened yesterday. I also feel what I felt at that moment in time, just as strongly as if it was happening now. My inability to control what memories my mind plays, flickering through 100 memories in a minute means I'm just feeling a lot of emotions all the time. So, I already struggle with anxiety and depression. It will be a lifelong battle for me. I don't care about me for my sake. I care about me for my kids. How do I help her? If she is stable, if she gets better, and stops making poor life choices, then my anxiety about the well-being of my kids will lessen significantly. She betrayed all of her own beliefs, all of her own core values. Reader comment. Imagine yourself next year. Would you think it will get better? She must have had 3 more men by then. And you're still hoping she'll get back to you. She will when her hunger subsides. In 50 years. Because she knows there's this idiot who's waiting for her with open arms. Original poster. I don't disagree. I will be the idiot standing with open arms. Reader comment. You don't help her, help your children. You've told us she's been in abusive relationships with drugs involved. Where are your kids? Have you fallen so far that they, not her, not you, are not your first priority? Just be a dad. If she's as bad as you are leading us to believe, why don't you have custody? Pull yourself together and just be a good father. Forget her, she doesn't want you. Original poster. It's okay, thank you for trying. But attacks to make me defensive aren't really helpful. It's not really feasible to explain all the intricate details. Not trying to lead anyone to believe something terrible. She ended both of those relationships. Obviously, she won't intentionally put them in harm's way. But I only have them on the weekends. Keeping my kids in a good home with me and her takes a certain level of financial support that I achieve by working a F-ton. They also would benefit from both parents being mentally healthy and with good relationships. This is important. It is important that I try to help her, for my kids. See that or don't, IDGAF.